Welcome back, everyone. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about my website. So what I do at work is completely unrelated to what I do with this whole system, this YouTube channel, and all the languages and things that I use here. Don't really use a lot of that stuff at work. So at work we're getting a little bit more into the front-end web stack, and it's also useful for me because then I can also learn how to better edit my own website. And it's kind of gotten me a little bit more interested as I've been messing with my website, a little bit more interested in the front end stack. Specifically, I'm looking at doing a little bit more with JavaScript, learning the language a little bit more. I'm not unfamiliar with vanilla JavaScript, but it's pretty much like I wouldn't use it for anything other than browser stuff. Like if it's going to be like a utility in the command line, I'm probably going to do something other than JavaScript. But I do like some of the customization and just sheer infinite possibilities of what you can do with a browser and on a website. Now that said, I don't go too crazy, but I do like what I've done so far with my website. Now it's not the greatest looking thing because I'm not a front-end web designer, but I do like how I figured out how to get this drop-down menu going, and then if I click on my blog, I have this little thing that highlights the active page, but now it does it on that menu too. I got my RSS on a separate one here. I got the icon in there. So just figuring out some stuff like that, it was actually really cool, and I liked it. I've added some things to my website, but really what I'm getting at is I'm going to try and learn a little bit more about the front-end web stack, mostly so I can edit my own website and just have some fun with it. I'm not looking at becoming a front-end web designer. I mean, who knows? I might like that kind of work, but I also kind of really like the data science route, which is why I'm going back to school for a data analytics degree, as well as I just love R programming. I've spent hundreds of dollars of books on just R programming, and I've got a published R package. But I do like just messing with JavaScript and my website. And when it comes to JavaScript, a lot of stuff done in R is connecting JavaScript libraries to R's interface and doing a lot of cool stuff with that. And basically leveraging the power of JavaScript libraries by using RStudio, which was written with the front-end web stack, and using it with its tools to, when you do HTML output, that's HTML, the web stack, in a browser. So anything that you can do with JavaScript, you could do with an R Markdown document rendered to HTML. So the connecting of these different languages is going to be really useful. So beyond just I would use it at work, I could use it at home and to edit my website, and I could use it to better my understanding of how to work with R and create really good looking output in HTML or Shiny. I want to also learn an actual framework for design. I was debating about Angular, React, Vue. We might actually be doing a little bit with Angular stuff at my workplace. I'm not sure about any of that, but I did not want to do React just because I hear about how much of a behemoth it is, and it's just way too much. But I also hear about how Vue is very simple to pick up and also very effective. And again, I'm not developing a production level website that handles millions of people in traffic and handles all kinds of back-end transactions and whatever. I'm not doing any of that. So I'm not needing the absolute most firepower for what I'm doing. I just kind of want to get into it and understand, vanilla JS, frameworks on top of it, how to leverage that stuff with R, and just make my website look nice and responsive and reactive and whatever. So I only have a little bit of JavaScript in here, and it's mostly just for a chart, but I haven't made too many changes to this website. I do want to over time, but I do actively maintain it. So what I'm trying to do is actually be active on my blog in here, and I do have all of my RSS feeds in here, so you can get my my Twitter RSS, my YouTube channel, and my actual blog posts. So on my blog, I'm trying to make a blog post for every video, and then as I come up with ideas of what I want to blog about, I can blog about those as well. But I'm actually trying to be active on this blog, and so this chart is nice, but it's a C3 chart, and it just tells you for this year, this is how many times I've posted per month. So that's just all that is, and then a little jQuery toggle button that I broke because I messed with jQuery. But yeah, so there's that, and then my blog index. A lot of this stuff is similar to what Luke already had set up, and I'm using his LB system, though I changed some of the tags, some of the HTML tags for styling purposes, so I did have to modify the LB script. It works just fine. I love the script and how it just makes doing blog posts with a static website like this so easy. I got my library, same as Luke does, just with the Library of Congress organized. I got my page of works of just like different pieces of software or projects I've done, and I'll be adding to this over time, I'm sure. I got business, so like I own a leatherworking business, and I make leather products. You can go through this little slideshow, and all of this stuff I actually just coded over the weekend. I figured out how to put a slideshow in here, how to make it look like this. I got several items up here. I got my own Etsy shop, that's nice, and a video that was shot for my business. And then this is not even fleshed out yet. But so this is what I've been doing to my website. So ultimately, I'm going to read some more of the books I have on Vanilla.js, play around with it more, understand what it actually is, things like the event loop and the DOM, the shadow DOM, and how to manipulate things in a web page, and starting from the basics, basic foundation, Vanilla.js, get into ES6, arrow functions and template literals, etc. Not that I'm already unfamiliar with what those are, but all of that, and then ultimately culminating in maybe trying to learn Vue and actually leverage that and do my website in Vue or something like that. And just figuring out what I can do with the front end stack. Because one of these really cool things I found just done with the front end stack was this really cool add-in that works with Microsoft Outlook that basically treats your task system inside Outlook as a Kanban board system. And all you do is you take this HTML file and you point your home page. There's a thing in Outlook called your home page. It's like a day in a glance. What meetings you have, what tasks or emails or just stuff like that. And you point that at this HTML file and it displays a Kanban board by hijacking your task system. It's really cool. And I actually use it every single day. I did have to do a slight modification to it just so it has a dark background because I like dark theme on everything. But just seeing the sheer power of the front end stack, it's kind of something you kind of need to know a little bit about, and I want to dive into it a little bit more. I mean, there's a million things I'm trying to learn right now. I'm trying to learn Shiny with R. I'm trying to learn R better. I still need to read the Advanced R book by Hadley Wickham. And then the front end stack. I'm still trying to learn Bash more because I'm working on my Flash script. I finally changed the name after Brody Robertson reviewed it, fla.sh. I didn't want to waste that naming opportunity. Just a million things I'm trying to learn right now. And then as I do more package reviews, I'm going to be doing R package reviews, LaTeX package reviews. Just always more to learn. So that's what I've done with my website recently. Check it out. It's just bryanjenks.xyz. And you can subscribe to my RSS feeds, follow my blog. You respond via email. My email's on here. You can, send me an email if you want. But this is what I have set up so far. And so let me know what you think about the front end stack. Do you guys have any experience with it? What do you do with it? And what do you know, think, or have heard about Vue.js? Yeah. All right. Till next time.